I see so many patients at the clinic who are constantly complaining about poor sleep. Now, let's understand, why is sleep really important first? We have all noticed that when we are sleep deprived, even for one day, we'll feel tired and lethargic the next day, maybe even have mood swings and get upset and angry about just about nothing. But those are the short term implications. What happens when you're constantly sleep deprived? Not just the number of hours, but even the quality of sleep. What happens then? Did you know that even 2 nights of sleep deprivation can actually cause insulin resistance? It can actually spike your morning sugars. And when this happens over a period of time, you can get PCOS, you can even be diabetic, you can get obesity, heart disease, even strokes. So there is every reason to focus on your quality of sleep. Now, people always ask me, what is important? Is it the number of hours or is it the quality of sleep? This answer may surprise you. While the recommendation is 7 to 8 hours of sleep, it's not really the number of hours of sleep as is the quality of your deep sleep. So you could get the number of hours of sleep, but if the quality of your sleep is really poor, nullifies the effect. You'd rather have sleep for a shorter number of hours, but in a deep rested state of sleep, and you will know this by how you wake up in the morning and how energized you're feeling. So sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity if you want to be healthy. It's actually your superpower. When we're asleep, we think that the body is asleep, but actually your brain is wide awake. We have the lymphatic system in the body. Similarly, we have what's called the glymphatic system in the brain. Think of it as a housekeeper. How you clean your home and you remove the dust and the bad stuff that's in your house. When you're asleep, this glymphatic system actually removes the toxic and the build-up stuff in your brain. It also prevents the build-up of what we call the amyloid plaques. And this helps in prevention of dementia and Alzheimer's. That's how important sleep is for you. Now, if you're someone who's struggling with weight loss and you have tried exercising, you've tried the correct nutrition and all of it, you're taking the supplements, focus on your sleep. Because when you have poor quality sleep, you not only increase your insulin hormone, there's a cortisol surge. Insulin is a fat storing hormone, which means you put the fat on around your abdomen, and that's your belly fat. So you're going to hugely reduce the speed at which you're going to drop weight. It also causes an imbalance in ghrelin and leptin, which are the 2 hormones which are responsible for hunger and satiety. So when you have poor quality sleep, the ghrelin hormone, which is your hunger hormone, actually goes up, as does your leptin, which is not going to help you with your weight loss. What do you do then to make sure you're going to sleep well? Because it's all okay for me to sit and tell you that you need to sleep, but you need to maintain a sleep protocol. Much better to maintain a sleep protocol and sleep hygiene rather than just popping in those sleeping pills. So this is what you do. You wake up and you sleep at more or less the same time. So you're sleeping you're maintaining a circadian rhythm. So your body knows it's time to wind down and time to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, try and get sunlight in the first 10-20 minutes. So get that sunlight exposure. So the pineal gland is activated and you're dropping your melatonin in the morning, and at night it knows that it's time to fall asleep, and that's when your melatonin production increases and not the other way around. So sunlight plays a big importance in maintaining your circadian rhythm. Also, don't exercise the second half of the day, especially close to your bedtime, because that will certainly increase your adrenaline level, and that's going to keep you all hyper and active and not going to help your sleep. Don't eat food for 3 hours before your bedtime. When you recline, you can, if it's very close to your dinner time, then you can actually get what's called GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, which can cause acidity. You can feel the sour taste in the mouth, acid reflux, and that's going to cause a disruption in your sleep. Don't eat caffeinated products, especially coffee. The half-life of coffee, that means the time it actually is in your bloodstream, is between 10 to 12 hours. So if you're someone who's sleeping at midnight, you should not have any caffeinated product post 2 p.m. So do the math and figure out what is the last time of caffeine that you can take. Remember, tea also has caffeine in it. It's not as strong as coffee, but it does have caffeine in it, as does chocolate. So if you're someone who's hugely caffeine sensitive, Try and avoid these stimulants close to bedtime, and you will certainly feel a difference. Oh, as a smoking, by the way, it's not caffeine, but it does increase adrenaline and will prevent you from sleeping. As does alcohol. Now, one might think when you're drinking alcohol, you're actually falling off to sleep and you're sleeping longer. The fact is, alcohol knocks you out. It doesn't put you, it's like a sedative, but it doesn't give you that restorative sleep. So you will always notice when you wake up the next day, you will not feel as energized when you're drinking alcohol. So you can drink alcohol if you must, but drink it earlier in the night and not too close to bedtime. Also, make sure your bedroom temperature is under 20 degrees. This also reduces your core body temperature, which helps you get good quality restorative sleep. Make sure your mattress, your pillow, your bedding is the clothes that you're sleeping in are not very restrictive. You're sleeping on a good pillow, maybe an orthopedic pillow if required, especially if you're a pregnant woman. You have certain pillows and mattresses which help even with people with certain allergies. So make sure you're getting your right mattress, which will also help quality of sleep hugely. Also, a lot of patients, are really hugely dependent on sleeping pills. Now, it doesn't matter what class of sleeping pills you are taking, but there are lots of scientific studies to show that when you take sleeping pills for a long period of time, it can actually cause memory loss. It can also cause dependence. So I would use sleeping pills at best as an SOS. If someone's going through, a phase of huge stress or post a major surgery and, a loss of a loved one, etc. Else, there are so many other natural ways. Honestly, if you maintain your circadian rhythm and do the stuff that I've just spoken about, it should hugely help. And if you really need to take something to help you sleep, try supplements. You can use melatonin. Melatonin helps people who are traveling a lot. So I like to give it to a lot of my CEOs who are traveling across, 8 countries in a month and across different time zones. It really helps with that. And even if you're not really traveling, it does help regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Now, though melatonin is natural, it's the same hormone that's naturally produced by your pineal gland, I don't like the use of any medication or supplement over a period of long time. So you can take it for a few weeks. It's also a great antioxidant. It will help you sleep better, and once you have gotten into that cycle of a better quality sleep, then you can withdraw it. So you can try melatonin, of course, under guidance only of your doctor. And I also like the use of things like theanine and magnesium, especially magnesium. If you're using the correct salt of magnesium, whether it's threonate or glycinate, I like the use of these two, and they really help with relaxation. As does meditation. I should have spoken about that. Meditation actually improves the quality of and improves the production of serotonin. And serotonin is a feel-good hormone. It helps you calm down, reduces the cortisol level, so it prepares you to sleep and sleep better and get your restorative sleep. Honestly, if you try all this, it should hugely help with the quality of your sleep, which means it will improve the quality of your overall health and help you prevent the chronic diseases, be it obesity, diabetes, heart disease, strokes, all of that. If all of this fails, then you can resort to things like sleeping pills. But honestly, I have not seen many people in practice who these things don't help with. It might take a little time, but if you maintain this and use it, it will change your circadian rhythm and help you get great quality sleep. So try it before popping in any pills. Feel well.